Hello everyone. Glad to welcome you in on this beautiful Tuesday evening here in Gdańsk, where we headquartered. And I'd love to welcome you to this feature showcase webinar where we discuss and have a look at the things that we've introduced those last few months and have a bit of a look ahead what's coming up in regards to the functionalities that our developers team has introduced into the platform. So I can see that there's a number of participants ready. So if you may, please let me know where you're watching from, what time zone you're in, because I know we're targeted towards a global audience. So would love to have a look to see where you guys from. And yeah, so Wales, USA, US, UK, Washington, Florida, Chile. Hi, everyone. Surprisingly, a lot of people from America. So I hope this morning is nice to you, and then you had your cup of coffee, and then you're ready to have a look at what we've got prepared for you. So yeah, and then to the gentlemen and then the ladies from England, I wish you a nice 5 o'clock tea. Because once we're done, it's gonna be just right in time for your afternoon tea. Berlin, Germany. Servus. So yeah, let's start now with the actual main course of today's evening and morning. If you're based in those exotic from our standpoint time zones. So yeah, let's roll on. First, let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, there's a Black Friday promo. It's applicable to new accounts that have not been subscribers of the paid plans beforehand. It's 50% off using the code BlackFry23. So it's exactly the same wording you can see on our graphic, the neon one. So yeah, it's minus 50% off all paid plans. So if you are looking ahead to start your webinar journey, to actually explore this channel of customer acquisition, this is the best time to start off. This is the best time to see and have a feel of the functionalities that we've introduced in the last months. And yeah, what else can I say? The facts will speak for themselves once we actually wrap up the presentation. So yeah, first things first. Our team of developers has introduced a functionality called event summary. So that's in line with the push towards analytics that's been happening all throughout this year with some changes that Google introduced. There's been a big focus on analytics, and obviously making those data-driven decisions is ever more important in marketing nowadays. So we've followed in the footsteps, and we have introduced a dashboard of the necessary information of all the data you might need to know more about your webinars. So as you can see here, it is divided into nice sections. It's accessible from statistics and report menu on the left hand side. You get all the necessary information related to the particular event you get to choose at the top of the dashboard. So all the information regarding connectivity, regarding rating, or the data entered by the participants from that particular event is there. You get to re-download the content used in that particular event, in that particular webinar. You get to address the feedbacks and have a look at the chat if there was something important for you to actually retrieve. You can easily find it out there. It does not end on this information, as you get a nice set of graphs representing the devices that have accessed the event, the countries from which your users are. So that's very important if you want to plan your future events accordingly to the time zones, to meet your attendees at their most convenient time. Cities as well, that's important from a marketing point of view, because you get to tailor those information. You get this information to tailor your marketing strategy just ever more accurate. And what's very graphically represented is the number of users during the session. So again, it shows that fluctuation of users, and emphasizes the importance of creating and engaging content. So you can actually reverse engineer your events. You can diagnose the flaws, or the parts that really just captivated the attention of your of your attendees. So again, that analytical approach is also applicable to webinar and video marketing, live event marketing as well. And we are really trying to facilitate the growth of your events. You also get to see all the attendees and registrants, as well as the information that they used to access the event. So again, the personal approach towards your audience is the most important thing for us, and enabling you to really repurpose the eyeballs that have been directed at what you have to say or present is really the essence of webinar marketing. It's a mean to an end. Very often, of course, it can be the other way around. But in order to actively work on the data, and marketing is all about data, you really have to nail down this personal approach, and I think that's what this dashboard is really doing. Second thing, privacy is very important, and again, we are based in European Union. We treat privacy very seriously, and this initials feature that our team has introduced is also an embodiment of that approach. Perhaps you want to make things more personal, or you don't want to disclose the credentials, or credentials, maybe yeah, also credentials, but names and surnames of your attendees, or their nicknames. You can hide them, and then make them visible only to you. So if you want to create a bit of a remote atmosphere, and just keep it much more personal, you get the option. So on the left hand side, you can see the view that you're going to be seeing as a host of an event. On the right hand side is the host available to your attendees. So again, privacy is a very useful thing, and it's a weapon in the arsenal that we also possess. One-click registration. Now, this is a fantastic feature that just allows you to be much more outright with your invites, and it's really a facilitation of this whole build-up process. And again, in marketing, conversion rate optimization is absolutely vital, and you do not want to be missing out on any people falling out of the funnel. So one-click registration is the feature, the functionality that just seals the funnel, and enables your communication to be much more personal, much more straightforward. So, as you can see, there's this email that probably every one of you has received already, and it's an invitation to this particular webinar. So, what one-click registration is, it enables you to join forces with your email marketing software, and it enables you to fetch the data, and really encompass it into a URL that gets pushed to your user via email. Now, I know this may sound very complex, but there's a representation of that. So, for example, in your email marketing software, you might have a column of first names and email addresses. Yeah. So for each row, you're gonna have one entry of first name and one entry of email address. What Live Webinar does is it fetches those two variables and encompasses them into that link that you can see on the screen right now. So value one would be first name, and value two would be the email address, so that they get one-click experience. They do not have to input any sort of additional information. If you've already got them nailed down in your mailing list, all you have to do is send them a personalized one-click registration link. They can click on it, and it automatically pushes the request to access the webinar. And again, it's just about making the communication much more personal enabling the people you already know and you suspect they might want to join the webinar, saving them time, saving the unnecessary login screens and then places where the conversion rate might be vulnerable to drop. It's just a really a vacuum solution that makes you want to join a webinar and makes it pretty much effortless. So again, as I mentioned, first name and email, and it's all accessible from the registration tab of the software. Now, those are the features that we are the most proud of, and they have already been implemented. They've been rolled out. What's coming soon is equally interesting, and I am sure it will make things even easier, even more approachable to your attendees or to your mailing lists, to your audience in general. So engagement, a very important part of what you're doing is enabling people to be engaged, and you can measure the engagement of people who are attending your events in multiple ways. You can measure the time that they've spent on the events. You can measure these metrics through some polling or quizzes or tests. So you get to do that inside the platform, and you get to assign values to people who actually stay longer on your webinars, yeah, or who might be participating in the quizzes, yeah. So for example, you might have a discount code, as we do, that will be unlockable for people who actually stay 35 minutes on your event or more, for example. This is a bit of an extreme case, but yeah, you can do that. And so, yeah, as you can see on the screen, there's this dashboard that's going to be rolled out in the coming weeks and months regarding the engagement. I can see Maciej is working as hard as he can to answer all of your questions. So thanks to Maciej. We're going to have a Q&A session with Maciej towards the end of the presentation as well. So yeah, going back to the engagement, going back to the ever important metrics. Let me just, yeah. So a feature that bundles in perfectly with engagement is certificates, and that's something to really introduce and gamify the experience of a webinar and make it let's say open to people, and then not reliant on their attention solely to benefit from that. So this is a feature that we've actually thought about for the first time when we were running a webinar, and it was a coaching session, and surprisingly, a lot of people after this particular coaching session wrote to us about a certificate. They wanted to have something tangible. They wanted to have something tangible afterwards, something that they can really save and have a proof of attendance, have a tangible sense of value. So this is what we've came up with. It's a certificate of completion. You get to choose from a variety of templates. You can also upload your own templates and modify them through HTML and make them as personal as you want them to be, or as decorative as you want them to be. You get to input variables as well, fetch them from the registration forms, and really make it again personal, tangible, and sort of bring this this regular experience of attending a course or an event into the digital realms. And that's what we're here for at the end of the day, to make things as straightforward and as tangible as it's possible. So now I'm gonna actually call up Maciej, who's really working hard to answer all of your questions.
Yes, hello everybody. Can you hear me? Hello. Okay, I see that most of you confirm that you can hear me. So great, thanks a lot, and this is a great pleasure to have this opportunity to answer all of your questions. Like, I'm pretty happy that you are today with us because like I'm really happy because it's this kind of event. Like last time we have it like 6 months ago, something like that. So many things that happened during that time, and I'm really excited to share all of this information with you. Okay, so let's give me a few seconds because I have to organize your questions. Yeah, it's really a lot. So let's start right now. So the first question from Francine: how can we also customize the blog at the top on the right with your Black Friday offer? Yeah, so this is a very common question during today's event. So I will just give you the live demo. So fingers crossed, because it's always risky to show something live. But I hope that everything will be okay. So let's switch to user dashboard. Yeah, this is the user dashboard of LiveWebinar that you probably know very well. So to add this ads banner, yeah, like at first, like you have to have our business plan or business plus plan, yeah, business plus plan. So this is for the second and the third tier of our subscription. And if you just want to add something, like you have to go to appearance tab. Yeah, this is like the demo version of the event page. Yeah. So this is the appearance tab, and here in the bottom of that window of that screen, like you have the option room banner image. So you just have to enable it and just attach this file of your banner and like just copy paste the target ads banner URL. Yeah. To just have this option. So I strongly recommend, if you have like free accounts still, like this is the good opportunity to have for 1 month the your business account for 50% off, just to use our Black Friday code and just to test this option for you. Okay, next question. Next question. Okay, I will come back to our Q&A page. So DocCheck asked, when will the certificate roll out? Love the feature, much needed. Yeah, thanks a lot for this appreciation. Like we'll try to launch it as soon as possible, because like we have like last beta test in our inside our team. Yeah, and as soon as like we'll fix all of the bugs and give some improvements, like we'll launch it. We'll just give you the information about that, and maybe another like special occasion to discuss it during the next webinar with Adrian and me as well. So I'm also very excited about this feature. Okay. Could you do a review of all the new features, Rafael S? So these 5 features that Adrian just presented to you, this is like I think the biggest news from our side. But in the following weeks, if we launch something new as well, like we will do the similar meeting with you on this webinar, so stay tuned. Okay, chat asked, can you load and play videos in the webinar in MPR format, not YouTube or Vimeo upload? So chat, like you are able to store for instance, like MP4 files, the WMV files, and other movie formats that you can just play inside the webinar room. Just for instance, like in the beginning of this webinar, we played the MP4 file. So if you need the exact information of the files that you can play, just please visit our FAQ. It should be the full list, or just ask our support at support@livewebinar.com. Okay, next questions. Again, please be patient for a few minutes about organizing my questions here. Okay. There is plenty of the questions, so thanks a lot. Okay, so question from Adam. What is the difference between moderated chat versus private chat? Okay, this is a good question. Like moderated chat is that everybody can see your questions or your message on the public chat. Yes, so this is the group chat, but as a moderator, for instance, I can decide I can just accept some messages or decline some messages, because sometimes you can have, like, especially with a big crowd, you can have the some offensive words on the chat, or something unpopular, something like hate speech. Yeah, unfortunately, these things happen. So this is the way you can just decline and don't show or delete messages that you don't want to show to your attendees. And the private chat, like, you can create the private chat. For instance, I can create as a moderator, or Adrian as a presenter can create a private chat with you, Adam, and just with this one-on-one session on the text chat, just discuss some let's say more individual questions that nobody else will see on the group chat. Okay, move to the next one. How can you batch delete recordings and storage give? If you have this kind of problem, I can't promise that we can do something with that, but the best way is just to ask support. So please contact support@livewebinar.com to do that. Like, there is a low chance that it is possible. Sometimes we are able to restore some files or recordings. If people are joining a webinar from the phone, do they want an app, or can they register, click, and enter in a chat ask? We are 100% web browser solution. Yeah, so even with mobile, so we don't have mobile application. So you need only to send them a URL, and if they just click on that, they should have ability to join the room and just see you and hear you as well. Okay. Rafael asks, add a pause button for the recordings. It's a must. Have you ever tried to create 4 hours lesson without going to the bathroom? Yeah, that's a nice question and very useful, Rafael. I will check that. Yeah, I will check that, because I think it's pretty important, and I will give this future request to our dev teams, and we will do our best to improve that feature for you. Adam asked also, what do you do if people can't hear during the webinar or it freezes? So of course, it sometimes happens. It's not very often, but it sometimes happens. This is like there is plenty of things that could impact on your connection, on your problems during audio and video connection in live webinar. The most common is the weak internet connection. So you should always like check if you are a participant or the host that your internet connection is stable and good one. Yeah. So this is the must. I would say. Sometimes there is like different problems, like for instance, like whether even if you are connecting like with Wi-Fi or a satellite connection, and sometimes are just server things. Yeah. So usually most of the problems are solved by themselves if you refresh and join again the room. So this is what we usually say to our participants. If you have some problems with connection, yeah, just take care of your internet. If it's not the solution, please refresh your website and join again to the rooms. Sometimes there is also problems if you are using, for instance, Teams or Zoom before our meeting, and they have like some special configuration that they send to your browser, and there are some problems inside of cookies files and caches files. Yeah? So also it's good to, let's say, the clean just before them, even all of these small files that are inside the browser. Crypto asks, I hope the certificates can be translated to use them apart from English. Yeah, it is like, even I can show you, like, let's give me another chance with live demo. So fingers crossed again. How it will look. Yeah. So all of these things, like you can manage from attendees tab. Yeah, in your user dashboard, just click on certificates. This is my demo certificates. And if you just click on edit or just create, like you can just, you see, this is like title. Yeah. So you can write in your own language, like for instance, like if you are from Germany, like you can write it in German, or if your participants like from like Mexico, like you can put here like Spanish, yeah, or different languages. And as you can see, like here, you can use our dynamic content tags. Yeah, so this is like fully automatic. Yeah, so if your registrants just fill your webinar registration page, and they give you like first name and email, this certification feature just took this information, yeah, and it will send it fulfilled with proper data to your people. Okay, come back to the questions. Greg asked about improvements coming to the mobile experience, like, so sorry for my cough, about mobile experience. So recently we improved a little bit our mobile interface. Yeah. So right now we are not working like exactly on that, but of course, like every time, like we are trying to listen to the voice of our customers, here, to our users, and if something is needed, we are trying to add it or fix it or improve it as it's needed as soon as possible. Sometimes, of course, there are like different priorities, but Greg, if you see something that we can change, please give us this feedback after this webinar, or just writing on support@livewebinar.com. Okay. Sylvia asked, are you going to send reply to register people? I may need to jump off. Yes, of course. Like I think tomorrow you will get all of this information with recording. Adam asks, will you add templates for registration page that look a bit more professional with countdown? Yes, I think in nearest futures, like for instance, Adrian is right now working and researching some different solutions So you can expect in the nearest future some improvements as well, like in this part of our solution. DocCheck asks, how can you highlight the questions in the main window like you do at the moment? So, okay, again, like next time, like next chances to have the live demo. So again, please everybody just keep your fingers crossed. But right now I have like a good, I'm very lucky that everything is working right now, yeah. So I will show you how it works. This Q&A feature. Okay, so this is like demo webinar room, yeah. Okay, I will switch language to English. So all you have to do here is just to start Q&A, yeah. So this is the chat cog icon to have this drop-down menu with start and Q&A feature. But please remember that it only works when you have like just a question, yeah. When you have like question in your chat, like just you have to find this small question mark icon, just click on that and then click start Q&A, and this is the view of the point of view of the host, yeah. So this is what I'm right now seeing, so all of your questions from the chat, yeah. And if you want to mark it and show to everybody, just click on this green icon with eye to present it to everybody and just start answering to that. Okay, next question from Francine. Thank you for the answer. Is the translation with captions working? I'm showing here, but not working. It works if it's enabled just before the event. Yeah, so if the host or presenter just enabled the closed caption feature, then all of the participants can choose their own native language. So sorry for didn't enabling that just before this webinar, but in the next event will be. You can be sure that we'll do that. John asked, when you are showing a screen with text, it looks a bit grainy. Is there any way to optimize the screen? Yes, it is. So this is a kind of advanced question. So in a nutshell, yeah. So our screen sharing option is showing the quality of 1920 and 1080, so full HD, yeah, quality. But if you are sharing the, for instance, like the biggest screen as I have, like 4K, for instance, this screen sharing feature have to compress that, yeah. So the best way is that you have to be sure that your second screen is in a full HD mode, that there is no, you won't lose any quality during the compression. Auran Xaip, sorry if I pronounce in a bad way, ask, can we get in a mobile phone application? So currently we are not working on mobile app because our mission is to be web browser first, yeah. So that's why like we are trying to have the mobile version on a mobile browsers as good as on the desktop. DocCheck asked about the one-click registration. Will this automatically get the variables from the form in LiveWebinar, and is there a plan to implement in the mobile version? So first part of the question. So yes, it is connected with variables from the form, but the most important is the things that you have in your email marketing solution. So if you have the proper database in your email marketing solution, like for instance, the database of your customers, then you have the first name and email, yeah, as we have in our database of our users. You need to put inside the content of your email just dynamic content, like dynamic tags like first name and email, and then just put this specially created and prepared URL from one-click registration link, and then like it is needed only for receiver of that mail just to click on that button, and he or she will be like automatically registered on your event. I know it can sound complex, yeah, but I've just put on the chat like upper, like the FAQ, where step by step on the example of Mailchimp, I've tried to describe the whole process. At the beginning, it can be quite complex, but after first time, like it's something very easy and very common for you. So I hope like you will understand everything. If not, like we will maybe organize some workshops about this feature in the new year. Maybe let us know if you would like to have something like that. Diane asked, are there more layout and recording features when having a session between two people? The screens are so small. Same with the recording, lots of black screens. So usually we recommend two of the last options, like the recording templates, and this is the best option right now. So if you click on the recording button, like you have this bar with the menu where you can choose like if you want, you know, the whole webinar room recorders, or just only screens and chat, or only the screens. So maybe you can try, like for instance, like only just record the audio and video screen. So this is the fifth, I think, template from our menu. Diane also asks, are there video tutorials now? Last time I checked, it was only PDF. Yes, like we have on our YouTubes the video tutorials. Maybe like Adrian, like if you can just find it and just put on the chat, yeah. So you can find some, like the whole playlist of our video tutorials, where Adrian is the star of that tutorials. Oliver asked, can we actually record a video or webinar on our own that we can repurpose for other things? I'm not sure I understand well. So like you can, of course, record your webinars or use your video to just, for instance, to create evergreens, so automated webinars for your target group. I think that's the best answer for your question. But can you please add something for speakers to test their speaker's camera before a webinar? You can enter it with an automatic redirect to a help section if they are experiencing issues to troubleshoot. Okay, we have something like that. So if you are launching the camera or microphone, like you see the small camera, like on the small screen, like you see yourself, is that your camera works and your microphone works, and you have also the settings just to switch like between devices. But if we can do something more, just if you can, like just that thing, like please write to us like at support@livewebinar.com, or of course, like I also, after this webinar, once again I will check this whole questions and then answer them, and also like create some tickers, like feature requests for our dev team as well. will say that the mobile experience has improved tremendously already. Amazing work. Thanks a lot, Will. This is like very like great things to see that you appreciate our work, and this is the greatest motivation for us. So thanks a lot, and we are every day like we are doing our best to just give you what you deserve. So the best webinar software. So thanks a lot about this word. Can I zoom your presentation window on mobile? It's too small in full mode. Daniel, unfortunately, like I'm not sure. I have to check that because this is the really good question. So I will take this question, like check it, and also like this is the inspiration to just make some improvements in our mobile version. We need an update of the UI. It looks dated, especially for modern audiences. John, yes, you are right. Like step by step, we are trying to improve the interface. Yeah. Usually, it's longer. It's kind of a long project to launch and to prepare in the good way. But thanks a lot for this. This opinion, yeah, like we'll try to do something with that as well. Okay, Mauricio Giron, again, sorry if I pronounce it in a bad way. When will multi-days events setting both recurrent or Congress takes 2-3 days? So far as I know, our dev team is working on that. I can't give you the detailed dates, yeah, or just or even quarter, but I think that they are working on that, and I hope that very soon in the next webinar in this kind of topic, like we can just officially announce that we have these options. Oliver just asked if he could just record himself, download the video so I can use it for promotion or whatever. Yes, of course. Like if you record yourself, this is your property. Yeah, like you can do what you want with that. Of course, like remember about some ethics and law rules, like legal rules. Yeah. So, but yeah, of course, like you can do whatever you want. Rich asked, do you have two-factor authentication on the accounts? Not yet. Again, I will send this information as a feature request to our dev team. Okay, I will take a last look on the questions and try to answer something new. If there is something new. Okay, guys, I don't see new questions, but if you have like some other questions to ask, yes, so don't hesitate to write on support@livewebinar.com. Yeah, this is the best way to just to discuss with us something doesn't work, or you have better idea, or you notice something, or even like you want to appreciate us, like our team, like especially like loves any signs of appreciation, like we are open to communicate with you. So support@livewebinar.com. This is the best address where you can meet us, or as you can see, this is the direct email address to Adrian. Yeah, so also don't hesitate to just chat with us. Yeah, because we do that. We do what we do because we love to communicate with you. And I want to just only remind you that we have still this Black Friday offer. So 50% off. Use code Black Friday 23 at your checkout if you have the new account. And thanks a lot that you are with us. It was like, again, great pleasure to meet you all. And hear you soon all. I hope so.